Hi guys, we're back. Episode 3. Yes.
Who's excited? I don't look excited, but I'm excited.
No, she is excited. She's just so like, we've just done a fabulous interview with Jamie and Abbey, and honestly, we are so excited for you guys to see it. This could be really fun for listeners as well.
And it's an emotional ride, so buckle up.
Yes. Sadly, our lovely Abbey and Jamie are leaving, and we're gonna miss them tons. But the interview is just so insightful and
More so a tribute to how amazing they've been to Clued Up and to the families that they've worked with. So it's been lovely to hear all about it.
Yeah. But also, if you guys are new with us, I'm Alana.
I'm Rachel.
Okay, no, we are joking. I'm Rachel and
I'm Alana.
This is Alana. And thank you for joining us on this crazy ride.
Yep.
We hope you enjoyed the last episode. It was a lot of fun. Hard to edit.
Sorry.
Wasn't your fault. All good. And yeah, so let's just get into it.
Yeah, without further ado.
Okay, right.
Hello. So last week we had lovely Laura, and this week we are really excited to have both Abbey and Jamie on the podcast. Would you like to say a little bit about yourselves, or?
Yeah. Hi. So my name's Abbey. I'm the development worker for Making It Work for Families in Clued Up, and I've been here 5 and a bit years now, so almost half a decade.
Quite a long time.
Yeah.
I'm Jamie Mackey. I'm the youth project worker in Making It Work for Families, and I have been here for just under 5 years, so almost there, just about.
Just about. Yeah. So how did you guys get into Clued Up? Where did it all begin?
So for me, I worked in Dundee before, so it was quite a long way. I'm from Kirkcaldy, so it was quite a long drive, and I really enjoyed the job. It was a similar job. It was about mental health and getting people into work and using that as a recovery tool. But it was quite outcome focused, pushing to get people into work quite quickly. And it just didn't really sit right with my values. I wanted to be a bit, I guess, further behind and supporting people with the really soft stuff. Was aware that just leaving the house sometimes is a big thing for people. So when the job at Clued Up came up, I was just quite interested. I just applied randomly one day. And then was lucky enough to get it. I remember getting the call for Laura when I was sitting in Nando's, and I was too nervous to answer, and I was like, oh no, what have I got it? I don't know what to do. So yeah, just kind of, it's always been a passion of mine. And yeah, I think being at Clued Up's definitely changed. I always wanted to do psychology, and it's more around that community development that I really enjoy now as well.
So for me, how do I even answer this? Clued Up came to me at an earlier point in life. So when I was in high school, I was approached to do peer educating, and it was with a woman called Jane who worked at Clued Up at the time, and she was running a programme called Booze Busters. So I'm not going to say the other part of it because it's the most embarrassing thing I could ever think of saying.
That's okay.
And I know you know it, and that's... So we'll just stick with Booze Busters.
Yeah, I think that's wise.
Yeah.
I like that name.
So,
it's interesting. It's an interesting name.
It was a peer educating programme for the S4s to peer educate some of the younger ones, so S1s and S2s, about the effects of alcohol. And that was my first ever interaction with Clued Up. And then beyond that, it was just when I applied for the job. So I applied for my job because the real reason... Do you want the tea?
You want the juicy
Tea is always interesting.
So the real reason on why I'd applied for this job was because Abbey had been working here and she had told me that the job had come up. The reason that I knew Abbey was because we used to work at Frankie and Benny's together.
Yeah.
So
when we were little Abbey and Jamie.
Yeah,
I'm
so
still little Abbey, but
16-year-old Jamie and 17-year-old Abbey used to work in Frankie and Benny's together,
Yeah.
and
Battered me with a door. That's the first time he met me. 16.
Oh,
Wow, so
absolutely.
sweet.
this was my biggest stop in that building.
Yeah.
I didn't like her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we worked there for a good few years. I was there
Yeah.
5 years, but
I was probably there about the same, to be fair, because I was there the year before you in another area. But I done waitressing because I was older, but Jamie was only like baby Jamie at this time, so he used to do the glass collecting and clean my tables. But then he worked his way up to my manager, so he used to manage me. Yeah.
yeah, then I took
Best
over.
manager ever.
That
He used to
was
just
that.
give me days off all the time.
So it was Frankie and Benny's, and then we obviously went on our separate journeys, and
Yeah.
then bringing it back together. Abby was working at Clued Up. She had said to me about the job and just kind of said, like, I think that this would be such a good opportunity for you. You should give it a try. It was never something I ever seen myself doing either. So I thought, do you know what, like, let's take some of these life experiences and let's put them to use. So I applied for the job, and it was, I think you started in the December, and I started in the April, just after Abbey. So
Yeah.
and ever since then, for the past almost 5 years, it's been Jamie and Abbey again. So here we
Frankie
are.
and Benny's jewels back.
Best duo in Clue
There we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you guys are like quite known as like a duo. Like
Aye.
take one, got the other.
Aye.
It's interesting. A lot of the young people say that, which
It's
are
like
quite.
a Dumb and Dumber, isn't it?
Which one's which?
Dumber.
All right. It's quite a nice thing though, because we use a lot of group work and things and making it work, and we try and really create that peer model where they can learn how to support each other as well. And I think because of that, quite naturally, the young people have got to know if they're allocated to me, they can also go to Jamie, and they've got almost like that backup worker that if anything was wrong or if I was off. So it is. I remember one time a young person described it as they're making it work for family's family, and I thought that was really nice.
Oh, that is lovely.
So yeah, it is nice.
It's like a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Or buy one, get one free with us.
I know.
That's kinda
You're the
how
free
it
one.
works. Love a bargain.
But yeah, no, it's been a long time, but it's been great.
Oh, that's lovely. So surrounding making it work for families. So like, what is that, and what is your role within that?
Yeah? You want me to go or do you want to go?
Yeah, you go first. Go.
So making it work for families, it's a partnership project for young people impacted by drugs and alcohol. Sorry, I should have said it's a partnership project for families impacted by drugs and alcohol. The reason that we kind of done it as the family aspect is that we understand substance use just doesn't impact the one person, it can impact their whole family in different ways. And I guess making it work offers a wide kind of variety of specialists in that project that can support the root of what's going on. I think you can just work with the young person, but working with that family, it really enables you to get to the root of what's going on and help them at a deeper level. I really believe in it. It's been such a great project over the last 5 years. So, I feel really grateful and really lucky to be a part of it.
Aye, it's been such an incredible model to be part of, not just the partnership, but also working just for Clued Up. I think it shaped us so differently in loads of different ways. And that's probably one of my biggest reflections I carry away in this job, is that when I think about myself before to what I am now, I didn't actually realise how much this job's helped me personally grow. And it's been so full of opportunities, a lot of exciting things, working with amazing people in the partnership and in Clued Up. It's just been such a good experience. So to have had 5 years of this is just, we've been really, really lucky.
Yeah, definitely. I think what's really nice about it as well is that when you get that young person, you get their whole family too. And you really, like, honestly, we walk to Bainstone leaving now and you're saying hi to somebody's auntie or uncle from like 5 years ago. Or so it is. It's a great project, and it had a really good 5 years. And I think what's really special about it, which a lot of people are getting better at in the third sector, is working together. Everyone, it's easy to stick to your own and stick to what you're good at, but what was different about making it work was that they've really embraced partnership working. You can't be good at everything, and we've all got our specialties, and if we work together, then all you're going to do is widen the circle of influence that you've got for young people and their families. So it really taught me to be passionate about the partnership side of things. So Yeah.
That's incredible. Even just within 5 years, actually. Do you know what I mean? It's good to see such an impact it's had on you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But then
We've
the families.
totally grown, and the families and the young people have totally like shaped us and taught us how to be workers. Like, I mean,
I was going to say, that's how you learn the job.
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
until you actually go into the families and they tell you how you're doing your job.
oh yeah, yeah.
And then there's a bit of compromise in there.
Yeah.
And somewhere in that compromise, then you figure out what kind of worker you're going to be.
yeah, yeah,
It does it. It shapes you
yeah,
and it finds you.
yeah.
And then once it does, like, you just go on from there, don't you? So
You do, you learn. I mean, I
As
went
it's
to
been
uni
good.
for 4 years, and my lessons were from the families and from the young people. Like, without a doubt, like the piece of paper doesn't mean too much. It's the experience that you get and the lessons along the way from the families and from all the young people. Definitely, you can never be too good. You always need to hold your hands up and just accept learning and grow in.
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely.
It's very
1000%.
empowering. Very empowering.
Yeah, 1000%. I was about to say, so within making it work with families, is there any specific projects you guys have done that you are more proud of, or that you hold like as a greater achievement, or?
This
There's-
is such a difficult
Put you
one.
on the spot with
I
that
was
one.
going to say, we could probably whittle it down to a few things.
You could always talk about
And
it,
try
the three
and,
of
why don't
Yeah.
we? Because we had a wee... Aye, what were we thinking?
Well, I mean, to start with, setting up a new partnership project in an area that's already really well established, and Leavenmouth and Kirkcaldy, like that's a challenge itself, and running something for 5 years that's grown and grown, and for it to be so successful, like just that's a really big accomplishment that I think all the
yeah.
families and the young people that put into it and helped it be
I think
sustained.
that's a collective accomplishment, though. That's
Yeah.
been every single person that's ever been involved
Oh
with
yeah,
this project.
partners, young people.
That's been part of shaping that. So it's not just the
Yeah.
workers that we have right now, but the ones for before, the families, the adults, the young people that are all involved. Like,
Yeah.
it's what it looks like now because all the people who started right at the very beginning,
Yeah.
right up until this point.
Yeah.
Um,
But more individually, I guess. What could be some of them? The first resi, maybe? Yeah.
I think that for us that was probably an accomplishment for
Yeah.
me and you, because that was the first time we really got to break away and do something, I suppose, and be really trusted that we were
Yeah.
just going to be able to do it.
Yeah. Just had this crazy
Um,
idea to take 8 young people up the west coast of Scotland, jumping off cliffs, and well, with a bit of compromise, we were allowed to go.
Aye. It was like setting all of that up and stuff. Like, we had initially only been on, we only did 1 or 2 nights on the
Yeah.
other residential, so we had went to go and shadow one of the other ones and
At Scott Lodge.
at Scott Lodge.
Oh, he made me go up this bloody
I
attic.
didn't make you.
No,
We
he
had to
did.
shut the water off.
He was too scared to go himself, and he made me go this 5-foot girl up this scary attic in the middle of nowhere where there's no reception, no phones, nothing. Sends me up this attic and there's a dead rat.
Don't act like I wasn't up there with you.
He was there
up
with
there
me.
too.
He was.
And I was terrified.
Anyway, yeah, so we went there and we thought we could take the
Yeah.
learning and we could take the learning and the successes that they made, but maybe put our own wee spin on it. So are you meaning the Outward Bounds one? Or the first one?
No, I'm thinking the very first one.
With Stephen?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
At the
yeah.
bunkhouse.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, all of them equally the same. Every residential's been amazing, but the first one was probably just, there was so much learning in it
Oh, God,
because
yeah.
we had never done it before.
I'm getting flashbacks.
And Stephen was in his bed all the time.
He's trying to
joking.
kill you.
He wasn't there to help. He only came out of his room for the food. No, I'm joking. He was a good sport. He was there.
Yeah, no, it was great. We went up, so we stayed in Fort William in like this Harry Potter bunkhouse thing,
Oh, that's quite cool.
and it was 7 young people on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we had this idea where we were going to put a wee bit of focus on emotional regulation, so but kind of outsource as well. So again, we're quite passionate about working with partners and not just kind of doing it internally. So we took the residential experience and the shadowing that we got from the first one that we done, but we thought maybe we can pull in other people that's got quite a lot of activities to give. So like we were away up in the valley of Glencoe, like the valley of it was underneath Ben Nevis,
Mm-hmm.
Glen Falls?
Was it no Steel Falls?
Steel Falls, Glen Nevis.
Glen Nevis.
Yeah, that's it.
She's meant to have part of her degree in geography, by the way. Just in case you didn't know that.
Yeah, but Ben Nevis is in Glen Nevis.
Oh wait,
so it's
that's
a valley.
true. Like, oh right,
Yeah. It's not in like geography where it's not in geography where you're meant to know where things are in the world. It's I could tell you how a glacier's formed.
Yep.
She couldn't even tell you how to get from here to Kinghorn.
Again, that's not the part of my degree.
She doesn't know
Anyway,
north,
can we
east,
get
south,
back to
or
the
west.
accomplishments?
She'd get lost at the top of Auckland Hill. She wouldn't even know how to get down.
You're so rude. Anyway, yeah, so we went up there and we done like loads of cliff jumping. We took them quad biking. I think we reflected quite a lot and we learned that the young people that we were taking were very colourful, loads of energy. They'd never really been away. I think a lot of them like weren't allowed to go to Ardroy, or so they hadn't had that experience before. Or some of them didn't want to go to Ardroy because maybe they didn't want to leave parents or leave who they were staying with. So it was quite a unique opportunity, and we wanted the activities to be like really energised to try and like use some of their energy, but also stimulate them at a level where they found it was quite interesting. So we went to Active Highs and we done like sliding down these waterfalls, and it was amazing.
Oh wow.
Oh, it was so good. And one wee moment sticks out, and we were watching the videos when we came back, and this I didn't hear it at the time, or I didn't acknowledge it at the time, but on the GoPro a wee boy was like, you do it first, because when you do it makes me realise I can do it. And I thought, oh god, that's so nice.
So sweet.
But that's the, like, when we talk about accomplishments for us, like that's one of the biggest accomplishments. Like, it's not going on this lovely resi that makes memories, it's the little wins. So that's something that we're quite passionate about. And then we met Tim Sims.
Aye,
Quad
we did.
biking.
Aye, we went quad biking. Beyond the resi though, we've obviously had some really other big successes. We've thinking like the Drug Death Days. They've been quite a big thing. So yearly we kind of started that off, and then every year that's became part of the AGMs and stuff.
Now obviously the Breaking the Silence research came from that. So the impact of drug-related deaths on young people. We're actually away to Lisbon next week to do a bit of cross-cultural research with them. So we're going to take some learning about what Lisbon's doing and how I guess we could take some of that findings and replicate it in Scotland to support young people better. And also share some of Scotland's work and what we're doing at Clued Up too. Yeah. So not just that way.
Yeah.
But the Drug Death Days are always so good. Like, I always leave feeling very empowered, and it's never us that does it. Like, we just kind of sit down and it's the young people that do it all, which is nice.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
That's
no,
smart.
definitely. Try to think of anything else. What have we got?
I mean, it's 5 years. We've probably done a lot in the 5 years.
We've got...
Oh, I've got another one on a resi, to be fair.
What's this?
So we done a wee bit of work with, so the first resi that we done, it was amazing, but we came back and we were zonked at the end of it, like shattered.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So we took the learning from that and decided to again do a bit of partnership work and an outsource. So we went to an organisation called Outward Bounds, and we hadn't heard of them, hadn't worked with them yet. And we've started up this really good partnership. We're now outreach through residentials there as well. But I can remember our first ever one. Everyone was like, 5 days is too long. Like that is too long to take them away. Me and Jamie, as stubborn as we are, were like, no, it's not. And then about day 3, I can remember thinking, they were right. Like, and then day 3 passed, and I realised they were wrong. And day 4 and 5 was like the best feeling ever. It was like they got to overcome the hurdle, and because they experienced that difficult bit and we supported them through it, day 4 and 5 was so reflective.
Yeah.
And we sat on this top of the hill and we just left them, like they were all talking, doing their own thing, like painting rocks and things, and me and Jamie were just having a reflection on the week. And then when we came back to our hotel, they'd like left loads of rocks at our hotel it was definitely not a hotel at the dorm, and it was like, thank you for everything you've done, and it was like a skill that they'd all learned, and like we hadn't asked them to do that, but it was just honestly the most amazing feeling ever. And that again is an accomplishment.
And that was our tried and tested method on, ever since then we've done 5 day residentials, because we've now realised you just have to get past the Wednesday. And once you get past the
Yeah.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
the Thursday and the Friday are your best days.
Aye, it's not
So-
going to be smooth sailing, and you want that bit of struggle because you want to support them to overcome it as well. So yeah, I think that maybe sums up. Maybe the BBC documentary, but I'm scared to say that in case more people watch it because I get embarrassed.
Just put a big beep over this bit.
Yeah, no, do not watch it.
I loved
watched it.
No,
She really
the
liked
BBC
it.
documentary was amazing. That probably really helped put us on the map a wee bit.
Yeah, loads of opportunities have came from
and
it.
Alfie and Aoife that we'd done the film
shout out
with
to
were
Alfie and Aoife.
absolutely amazing. So if they're listening to this, they were amazing. They
so
were
good.
so good. They were so good with the young people.
The young
and
people just like,
everybody
took them
they
in,
met.
eh?
To a point where we didn't actually need to be with them anymore,
Yeah.
and they were able to just go and do their own thing.
Yeah,
and
they just done their own work with the young people. Like we didn't even take them away. But I guess that's the power of relationships.
Yeah,
as
because
well.
I suppose we initially it was just our relationship to introduce
Yeah.
them, and then beyond that, I mean, well, the footage shows it itself. We weren't even there when that explosion happened, but
See, when they showed that, I was like, when
they
did you
decided
get
to
this?
explode a bin in front of the BBC. So
I was like, I was not here. That wasn't me.
and then I suppose anything. There's so many things we could go all day, but
Going to meet the king with it. Well, I never got to. I got left at Buckingham Palace, and the young person went in herself. I never thought I'd drop her off to go and have dinner with Idris Elba, the king, and Keir Starmer, but that was a great accomplishment, and it was about young people's voices being heard around violence reduction, and again really put Clued Up and Fife on the map.
Well, you know, because Clued Up only started with 2 people, and then the fact it was only the 2 of you, wasn't it, that went away to London and then did all that and met the king, met all those people that were doing similar things to you guys. It was really awesome. Severely jealous, by the way. Severe jealousy. But no, honestly, it's pretty awesome. Right, you can take it
I
back.
think the nicest part from me in that was actually just seeing how that young person became an inspiration to people.
Oh yeah.
I think being on the other side and just getting to hear their conversations, that meant more being able to celebrate that young person's success
Yeah.
as opposed to actually being there and doing it with them. Watching her being able to go and do that on her own was amazing.
Yeah.
That was absolutely amazing.
I was just standing at Buckingham Palace gates like, okay, bye. I was so proud though, it was great. That actually meant more to me than going in with her, being able for her to go in and do that herself and hold a room and be the first one to talk on the mic to the king and tell him this is what we need and this is what's wrong, and being able to sit on the outside and just, I guess, watch her from afar. It's that classic quote, working with young people, it's not showing them your superpowers, it's getting them to learn their own. And I think that was a really clear example of that.
She looked so she just looked so empowered and very grown up and everything
she
like
stood
that.
on the king's toe running down. Oh, yeah. So she's going to kill me for sharing that. But the man that she was with really wanted to get his contact at Idris Elba for an event to be a guest speaker. And she was so she got the opportunity at the end to get the photos with whoever she wanted. But because he asked that, she really wanted him to get what he wanted out of the event as well. So, pushed past everybody, stood on the king's toe, or I don't know if it was the king, or Keir Starmer's toe, maybe. It was somebody important's toe. And, pushed past it, but just to make sure that he got the card, the man that took her, Jimmy from the Violence Reduction Unit. So, it was great.
Oh,
Yeah, really good.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Good heart.
good things to
But again, that shows partnership working because it was the Scottish Violence Reduction Unit that helped with that and that made that happen for that young person. So
Yeah, big opportunities in networking.
and what about the wellbeing room? We done this too.
I thought you were going to tell me there was a bloody spider. It jumped at my skin.
This used to be
That's
yellow
creation.
with red carpets.
Yep.
And
I
it
can't
was.
remember.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, it was
can't.
horrific.
It was
Why can I
so
not remember?
minging.
It's horrific.
Oh, it was just this table, these 2 couches, and that was it. But we applied for a wee bit of money and just let the young people design it as a bit of a therapy room. So the table there, it's a vision board table. So sometimes you use that in conversations, tell me a wee bit about how you're feeling today. And if they're not got the words, they can point to something. And then there's the art bit, music bit with the DJ decks that do my head in when they're showing. The pool table. We've got a wee recycled book corner.
I don't know
nice
what's happened with that.
Well, so do you know what actually happened with that? Was initially it started off where they wanted a blackboard wall, and it was about being able to just kind of put on the list of stuff that needed to be done. So if it was a youth forum, they were putting things on there.
Yeah.
And what started happening was people would start writing their names, and it became this nice special thing where when you came to Clued Up, it didn't matter who you were were able to come in and add your name to the wall.
Yeah.
And if a young person knew you were coming in and weren't on there, they would bring you in here deliberately just to get you to put yourself on that wall.
Oh,
Why does it say Abbey stinks?
And it does say Jamie
Right,
is
who
the
was
best
it?
as well. It says Jamie's the best.
Right, whoever was it, they're
I
getting
mean,
it.
there's one child that's decided to write their name massive on the thing, and like it was looking so great, and then this massive name. Oh,
It's so nice actually looking at that and seeing how
It's
many
quite
of them
cool.
we know as well. Like, so many blasts for the past there.
I know, there's so many names on there that I don't think I've met like any of those people.
It's nice because I look at it and I see names and it reminds me of people that I've maybe not seen in such a long time.
Marky B's on it. Oh, that's funny.
You smell at the top there.
Yeah.
Class.
Aye. Anyway, so
Well, it was about like highlights and best moments, or like your biggest challenges, or like what are probably the biggest challenges that come with the job. Do you know what I mean? Because there must be quite a few.
oh, I've got one straight away. Trying to keep your hair. I started here with lots of hair. It's now almost gone. That's the biggest challenge.
Yep.
But on a serious note, come on.
Yeah.
Thank him.
I mean, it's definitely a really difficult a job emotionally. I think that it's pretty obvious everyone that works at Clued Up really cares, and that does take a toll as well. I think everyone that I work with, like, I appreciate them in so many different ways, and a lot of people joke like, oh, they could do no wrong, but I guess it's really difficult to have a negative opinion or experience about anybody when you just really take time to understand why they're doing the things they're doing. So I think, like, being really open-minded, but that as well, biggest challenge, maybe building relationships is so important in this job, like, really important, but again, it could be really difficult too when you maybe have to say goodbye. In the third sector, now we've got young people, we've got funding cuts everywhere, so Making It Work's obviously just lost its funding, so that's been a big loss to the community, a massive loss. So I think that funding for third sectors, like, a lot of young people and families rely on third sector support, and I guess we want to empower them and we want to make sure that they don't feel like they need that one day, but I guess where we're at right now is that families do need that and young people do need that. So yeah, that's probably one of the biggest challenges, and then I guess relationships can come into that as well, but we want to get somebody on a gradual journey to independence as well, so we want to empower them on their own, and I guess it's about them understanding that too, that maybe when you're saying goodbye, it's not goodbye because we want it, but that when you don't need us and you're ready to fly your nest, that's a good thing. A young person compared that to Nanny McPhee once, eh?
I was just thinking
Yeah.
that. I was thinking, like, that's basically Nanny McPhee.
Yeah. Like, at first they find it difficult, but then when they realise why, it's easier. What is the quote again?
The young person said it to me.
When
so it's, when you need me but don't want me, I'll stay. But when you want me but don't need me, then I need to go.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I've never seen the movie.
Oh, you should watch it.
I'm
it's about them
hoping as
understanding
I
that.
exit, I'm hoping I go all beautiful and move on to whatever comes next. You know, if she gets better.
You just
Like,
bought
our
your
work goes away
skincare
and-
yesterday,
Your hair comes
so...
Well, exactly. Maybe my hair will come back. Maybe. I'm hoping it all improves. So I'll keep you posted on that one.
We'll pop in for lunch one day.
Aye. I look young and beautiful again. That's what it is.
Yeah, because it's like you guys are kind of like when like the young people are with you. I don't know if this is like weird to say, but like they kind of like see you as like their parental guidance when they're not with their parents at that time. Would that be similar to
Trusted
kind of
adult, maybe?
Yeah,
I think
like
sometimes,
trusted
yeah,
adult.
being a trusted adult, you
Yeah.
kind of become people's person sometimes, and I think that's okay if that's the right thing for that young person's needs, and you work with them on that. But then the next part of your job then very obviously becomes let's start trusting other people and let's
Yeah.
start working on that. So for a little proportion of the time, sometimes with a lot of the young people that you're working with, you do become really close to them, and that's because it's so rare that they've let someone in. But then once you've built that relationship with them and they actually start to see that they can trust, then you use that to then help them to see that they can let other people in, because other people are the same.
Yeah.
You didn't know them at one point, and
That's something I'll always be really grateful for at Clued Up, is that it works in such a unique way where, like, it's a privilege for young people and for families to open the door and let you in. And, like, no matter if you're 5 years in, 10 years in the post, you should never forget that. Like, never get used to that. If somebody opens the door to you and sits down and has a conversation, you're lucky. So, like, always remember that and never take that for granted. So, where I was going with that was that, and that in turn allows you to build a really close relationship with people, but you don't want to keep that just with you and them. Like, you really want to empower them to trust other adults. And we watched, remember the whole family wellbeing event thing, they showed this video and it really stuck with me, and it sticks in my head for some reason. And it's like one person and another person open a door together, and because that person's trusted that person to open the door, then they walk through it on their own, and then there's somebody else waiting for them at the other door, but they're more likely to open the door because they trusted that person. So it's like the trust transfers. So I guess we want to empower people to make the differences on their own and to walk that journey too. And I mean, they'll always be behind that door waiting if anything happens, but we want to really empower them. And I think for me, like, I'm so passionate about keeping families together and empowering families to grow not only individually but as a unit too. Like, I'm really passionate about that, and that's why I feel quite lucky with making it work, because we get to work on the young people's individual goals, but we've also got to see whole families like completely flourish and make their goals together. So it's, I guess it's just reminding yourself how lucky you are to be a part of that, a small piece of their journey.
Yeah.
Well, that's wholesome as anything.
you worded that so much better than me.
Oh, after the slight distraction, what was I saying again?
I was going to say, you're your little Dory moment.
So, what would you say is like the best piece of advice you've ever had or you've ever been given? Which is quite a big thing to think about, but
For me, So somebody once told me, so I'm 5 foot nothing, tiny. If I walked in a room, you probably wouldn't notice me. And somebody said to me once that it's really important that you bring your own chair, that people aren't going to ask you for a seat at the table. So sometimes voices go underrepresented because it's not, oh, come down and sit with me and let me hear what your view is. So sometimes it's making sure that your voice is heard if you feel like you've got something worthwhile talking about. One of the parents that we work with and her son, they gave me a wee diary, and on the front of it said small but fierce. And I think that that's really important. Like, bring your own chair and don't wait for somebody to invite you to sit down. Like, make sure your voice is heard, and you never know what connections that might make or who that might change or whatever. So bring your own chair, just carry it around with you in your backpack like a wee camp seat, just in case you need to plonk it down somewhere and put your 2 pence in.
And just like fold it up and put it back.
Bring your chair. Bring your chair and don't be scared to go and sit at any table.
I think that's beautiful. That's nice.
Are you?
I've been given so much advice. Advice. I've been given so many little bits of advice, and my problem is that I don't retain a lot of it.
You can give it, but you can't take it.
The only thing that's coming into my mind is...
Oh no, what's this going to be?
No, it's just don't take life too seriously, because no one gets out alive anyway.
That's true.
I'm sure I read that on something that I've seen in B&M in the home section or something.
Yeah, it sounds like a B&M thing.
Aye.
Do you know what?
No,
though?
I'm
It's
trying to
very
think
true.
of...
Very, very true. Focus on your circle of control. Life's too short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good one.
We'll go with that.
Oh, maybe what we said in the last question about, like, in this job, never ever underestimate how lucky you are for a family to let you in. Like, never take that for granted. Doesn't matter if you're a week in the post or 10 years in the post. Like, always make sure that when somebody opens their heart to you in some of the most vulnerable moments, like, make sure that you're present in personal and professional life. Yeah.
That's really good as well, yeah. Thank you.
We'll just make a lot of that, Abby's. Don't know what life advice I'm giving in the podcast. Apart from,
Don't piss off the
don't
truck
take
driver.
things too seriously.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a
Yeah.
good one, though. Don't take things too seriously. Like, I think that's important.
We'll go with that then.
Thank you.
I should take things more
Hope you're
seriously.
feeling really. Hope you're feeling inspired.
Very motivational.
Okay, what is one thing that you wish that people knew more about in this industry? Am I saying that right? Yeah. So, like, what do you like? What was the question?
What is one thing that you guys wish that people knew more about the third sector and the industry?
Thank you.
You aced it, babe, I think.
What? Sorry, go and say it again one more time
So,
for the
like-
people in the back.
So this kind of industry is kind of like, it's like, I didn't know about Clued Up until like maybe 5 something odd years ago, and when my guidance teacher told me. So, like, what do you feel like you wish that people would know more about this industry? Like,
Yeah, or like more about the third sector. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because that's like an umbrella
Yeah.
term, isn't it?
because like a lot of people don't really know much about this kind of stuff unless you actually tell them. So, like,
Yeah.
what's one thing or two things that you feel like they would maybe?
Yeah, I would say the third sector's massively, like, underrepresented. Like, I don't think they get enough credit for what you do. Like,
Yeah.
you're really on the ground and that you see the highest points of people's lives, but also the lowest. And, I mean, with being in the third sector, there's a wee bit more wiggle room to work with people, I guess, quicker. There's not as much, like, processes. And that's what I really enjoyed coming from. I wasn't in the third sector before, so coming from a different background to this, I really enjoyed just how much I can kind of hit the ground running. And I don't think a lot of people realise that. And I think, again, yeah, funding cuts are so big now in the third sector, and that's where it's coming from. So I wish that people knew the value. I wish that these people that make a lot of big decisions could sit and Clued Up or another organisation like that and just see what it's really like on the ground.
Yeah, and what it's all about.
Yeah, definitely. I'd maybe say as well the power of relationships. Like, the relationships is not just with young people, but with other professionals as well. Like, working alongside other people. That's what kind of allows you to then make connections to either progress a young person forward and empower them, but also just allowing that relationship with a young person. It's almost like a window into their life where, like, you can truly see what's going on and support them in their, I guess, the most accurate way. So yeah, the power of relationships maybe.
I think feeding into the relationships as well, you've got the sort of power balance, and that feeds into it massively, where I suppose in all sectors, but really in this sector, we only survive off of being able to work with people and meeting them at the point where they need to be met. So, you know, just, I suppose sometimes there's a respect and balance, and it's actually, you're more giving it sometimes to the young people, I find, that I've done before. And that's kind of like your initial investment, and I'm going to let you have that respect now from me, and you maybe don't feel it much backwards, but as time goes on, like, we're going to work on that. And then, I mean, I was in a meeting this morning where we're just speaking about that, about just how the respect balance is right there for this young person who maybe hasn't shown that a lot to other professionals in their life. And again, that's that same example, like, I put in at first, and then after that trust was built, it was then actually he respected me equally. And I think that's something in the third sector that we have to really promote working from, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess it's the flexible working, like the approaches, and you can really allow, like, you could develop and build relationships with people in the most bizarre ways. Like, we've had people that...
Everything is so person specific, so you could never write any kind of manual on how to do this job, because it would only make sense for one person, but then the next person it would be completely different.
Yeah.
And really trying to like
'Cause
remove
it's,
all
it's
barriers.
so diverse, isn't it? So
And removing like all the barriers to engagement. We in our first ever group work and making it work like 5 years ago, Jamie phoned me and he was really struggling to get this like young person to engage, and just like wasn't answering the phone, wasn't really that interested, quite usual. And then he phoned and he was like, he says he wants to come to Loco. And I was like,
oh, didn't it? That was a nightmare. I didn't do the paper. I didn't have enough time to get the paperwork
like,
done.
Consents yet. We were on the way to Lochore, but then in our heads we were like, right, no, this is an opportunity, and he's finally putting his foot forward, so we are going to try and meet him halfway. So we've like phoned Laura and we said, right, this is the story, we want to make this happen, like what can we do around this? So managed to get a solution that kind of fit the, like, obviously the consent and things as well, and then we managed to get him there. And then they managed to bribe Jamie when we were there and said that if Jamie could skim a stone further than him, they would be able to go on a session just to see what Clued Up's about and see if we could give him a wee bit of support. And he won the skimming contest, and now 5 years
It's the
later...
only contest I've won in my life, by the way.
Yeah.
And so we met and we went for that KFC, and that was that. And a lot of changes happened in that young person's life, and that came down to answering that phone call, allowing them to make a last minute, very quick change, and then making a bet that if I can throw a stone further, then we are going to have a catch up. And we were both true to our word.
Yeah.
And it happened, and that young person got a lot of years of support out of that and a lot of different opportunities. So yeah, comes back to respect though. He respected the deal.
Yeah, definitely
He
respect,
did.
flexibility, creativity.
1,000%.
We've had you in blooming ice baths with the families come along as well, like just to try and get them engaged in something different. So yeah, no, I think the flexibility is great in the third sector as well, and the creativity that you're allowed to do.
That's a brilliant point. Yeah. I actually remember throwing wet sponges at you at one point.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah, that was my first day
That
coming
was
to the
was
office.
that not the Power of Youth Day or something?
that
You
was
had
my
done a
very
big
first day
event.
here, and I just remember getting told that you were getting sponges thrown at you. And I'm like, who's this guy that's getting who is this guy?
Who knows
is
why
he
I
getting sponges
signed up
thrown
for
at
that one.
Yeah.
That was a big mistake.
I'm pretty sure it's the first time I got acquainted with you guys. Everyone was like, throw the sponge at
You
I'm
see
like, "I'm
how
sorry."
after that you've never seen sponge throwing ever put on anything ever again.
See, I've got a memory from you from that day, and it sticks in my head. I remember you won something at the raffle, and you gave it to one of my young people that was going through you didn't know them, but they were going through like a really hard time, and there was a lot going on for them, and you gave them your raffle present. It was like a I think it was a beauty thing, like a hair salon appointment or something.
I think so, yeah, because you were about to head
You didn't
downstairs
have
and you were
hair.
really
And I
excited
think
about
that would have been
Yeah.
before you were even doing the volunteering.
Yeah, it was before you were doing
That's-
it, yeah. And I remember, you've always stuck in my head since that day. So it's such a small thing, but I
It's
remember
mental. It's mental how we've got our reminders of how we've met everybody.
Yeah.
So how you remember us and how we remember you are two completely different things, eh?
that. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
That's
but
so
no, I
interesting.
remember that.
I remember that happening because I remember how happy that young person was
Yeah.
about receiving that gift from you, and
That's so
they were going through a really difficult time, and
Yeah.
that really
and you didn't know that, you
brightened
still
their day.
decided to do it, so it was really nice.
yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
know
made
exactly
my-
who you're
Alana's
talking
that
about.
kind of person though. She'll give something to someone else before she takes it for herself.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
order a Chinese, she'll give all the food to everyone else first, and then she'll take the last one.
Brown crackers, they're mine.
Yeah. Get the prawn crackers.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you've had much time to think about this question, but if you could have a theme song, what would it be and why? So, like, if you were to walk in a room, what song would play?
Well, we actually were really trying to think about what this could possibly be and what would be relevant enough, and we've whittled it down to something, but some people are going to know what it is and
This is
some
showing
people
our
are not.
age. I don't think you will, actually.
I think yous will, but I think anybody younger
I mean,
might be
if
struggling.
not, like, are you willing to sing a wee bit of it, or like?
Oh.
I'll think so.
Do you remember the programme Big Cook, Little Cook?
I've heard of it, but I never
You were the type of person I was terrified of there, Rachel. You're the one that you're like, oh, I think I remember.
I don't. I honestly don't.
Well, Abby will sing it for you. So 1,
I'm not
2,
singing that.
3.
Will I put it on the phone?
Yeah, sure.
Oh no.
Wait, this might get copyrighted. Just do it anyway. It'll be fine.
Sorry, I got
Will you
clapped
just
up
sing
there.
it?
No.
Maybe it's funnier if we sing it.
Okay, let's go in.
No, because you're not going to do
You're
it.
not going to do it. Big cake, little cake.
I remember hearing about it, but I don't think I ever watched it. I do recognise the name.
Right.
Big cook, little cook.
Oh my god.
Welcome to
That's
our
a
cafe. Big cook, little cook. Want you to come and play.
I've never heard of this at all.
It was like, it was a kids' TV show, but we just thought, yeah, we're, like we said before, the dynamic duo, big cook, little cook.
Yeah. I was trying to think of any kind of duo, like
Thought of Batman and Robin, but then we were
SpongeBob
arguing
and
about
Patrick.
who was who. Yeah.
I'm just imagining that song playing, you guys walking through a door, and I'm just like, there's nothing
Aye.
there.
Yeah. Then we thought of
So
like
fun.
the Friends theme tune.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, that's quite a nice one.
There was quite a good few.
Yeah. Why don't you have an
Mine would
individual one for
be-
me and I'll do one for you?
No, because you'll shout at me later about what one I picked for you.
What were you going to say?
I've not picked one yet, but if I don't get it right, you'll shout at me.
I don't know what my individual one would be.
I mean, you can always think about it and then say it at the end if you want.
Yeah, lovely, think.
I like Big Cook Little Cook though. That was a throwback though. I was not expecting that. Honestly.
What year was that? Like that TV show?
Probably 1997.
That's probably why I don't remember.
Oh, I've got the car flashbacks in my head now.
What car flashback?
Your 96 plate car.
Oh,
Was it
Abby,
97
nah, we're not even getting into that.
Okay.
I was a Disney Channel person. That's all I
Oh,
watched when I was
well, I
younger.
loved Wizards of Waverly Place.
That was my favourite.
Yeah.
I loved that.
And The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah.
I never watched that when I was younger, but I did watch it recently,
Oh,
like a couple
love
of
it.
years ago.
Oh, that sounds great.
You can never be too old to watch Disney Channel. It's all on Disney Plus now.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
Yeah,
The songs have really stumped us though, individual ones.
I know.
Mine would be something like chaotic.
Yeah, so in my head, I'll have to go on Spotify for some inspiration, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe we
that's
should
lovely.
ask our ChatGPTs what song it thinks our life would be.
Let's do it.
Hold on, I threw this out there.
Well, it's like based on what you know about me.
Just out of curiosity now, are you just starting a new chat asking it?
Me. What would my theme tune be?
I could see yours being something like rock or something like that.
For
Like
some reason,
something
I've got
weird.
like rock you like a hurricane in my head. I would just like kick down the door with sunglasses.
say that. No, everyone just tells me fabulous, like Sharpie.
Nah, do you know that
Like,
song?
I
It's
don't know
like
why.
I'm walking on sunshine.
Oh my god, I love
That
that one! The Dog Days Are Over, Florence and the Machine.
Oh,
It
that's
feels
such-
like someone running through fields or mountain when life is shifting for the better.
Oh, mine is Shake It Out Florence and the Machine.
That's
That's mental.
What did you guys type in?
I just said based off what you know of me, what is the theme song of my life?
That's what I wrote. That's mental.
There
Oh,
you go.
snap.
You guys are like,
We're in tune.
that is crazy.
It's
That's
yin and yang,
insane.
very different but
unbelievable.
very similar. Yeah.
If we were in Grey's Anatomy, we're Meredith and Yang.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Oh, I
only
can
because you
see
said
that. I
Yang.
can see
Yeah.
that.
Who would be Meredith and who would be Yang?
I don't know, I feel like you would be Meredith.
Yeah.
That's so funny because she's the
Respectfully.
one that's so like down to earth, and
No, I'd say
Behaves.
Yang's. I'd say Yang's better than Meredith.
Yang definitely follows the rules more though. That's you.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, I'll take Meredith.
Slay.
Yeah. Fair.
Right, so we've got Meredith and Young.
Every time I think of Meredith, I just think of Brave.
Love that film.
Class. So how would you guys deal with uncertainties or like moving forward from like uncertainties and stuff like that?
I would say for me that in life there's going to be uncertainties, so I guess it's accepting that, like nothing's going to be smooth rolling all the time. I think when you feel like that horrible feeling in your belly when something uncertain happens, like it's just taking that as a reminder to maybe like pause and I guess reflect. Like you've always got options. I guess you've always got choices to make. So I guess just really pause, reflect on everything around you and understand that it's just a part of life, that sometimes these things happen, and try not get like too caught up on that, and just try and move forward and consider. But I guess put your foot on the wait, let me think about this. I got told this the other day and it stuck with me. Put your foot on the clutch, not the brake, because then you can pause and just think about things a bit better rather than just stopping.
Yeah.
So yeah, just put your foot on the clutch, pause a little bit, and then you could decide brake or accelerate. So yeah, just stop, pause, and think. Is that right? If you put your foot on the clutch, does it?
Yeah, you can
it says you can coast.
get to the bite point.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I think for me, like uncertainty can sometimes feel like darkness in your life, and I think that it's about believing and trusting in your own instincts. Trust your gut. You're allowed to do that. I think that I always say that to my young people. Like if you've got a feeling about something, that doesn't necessarily mean you're wrong about it.
Yeah.
So always trust your instincts. Pause, have a think about what you're doing, and then move in the way that you want to and not the way that someone else is telling you to. Because,
just don't
It's
overthink
just-
it.
yeah.
Just go with it.
Yeah.
just kind of go with what you feels right, because you can always forgive yourself if you get something wrong.
Yeah.
But you didn't want to be in a position where you have to try and forgive others if they get it wrong for you. So
Yeah, definitely.
I think that it's,
100%.
allowed to.
I was at a conference last week and they done a talk on, I want to get this right, but I think it's wabi sabi or something.
I actually know what you're talking about, but
Is
like
that
I don't know
what
what
it's
it is, but I've heard of it.
Wabi
Yeah.
sabi.
It's like
Yeah.
a Japanese term, and it's about like finding the beauty in imperfections, and it's like the theory comes from like a broken plate and being able to put it back together, and it might not look the same, but it looks different. So I guess that it's trusting that things are going to work out anyway, and I think that's a really nice like concept to go by, and just even though things might seem uncertain, that there might be a better solution coming out from it. So just I like yours, trust your gut, because somebody said to us once, like, don't go with your heart, because your heart's too emotional, your head will tell
No
you
one
what
said
to
this
do.
to us. This was Love Island. I knew what you were going with.
So it was Kieran Davies, wasn't it? I thought that was at the World Youth Forum. You've just admitted on this podcast you watch Love Island.
You're the one that was just saying that someone gave you that piece of advice.
I thought that it was the professor, but it's obviously. Well, do you know I'm not even going to deny it. You're right. But anyway, he talks sense. The man talks sense. Don't go with your Don't go with your head, because it tells you what to do. Don't go with your heart because it's too emotional. But trust your gut.
I'll go with in Pinocchio. You've got that wee cricket, and he goes. I'm not even going to sing the song. I was about to do it. Always let your conscience be your guide.
Oh, that's lovely.
There you go.
That's nice.
That's beautiful.
That's
Give a
better.
little whistle. Can't whistle.
Oh, I can't believe that was for Love Island. That was in my subconscious.
That was unreal.
It was just a few weeks
she's
ago.
only watched it on the
Oh,
telly
right.
about
I
2
didn't
weeks
Did
even
we
ago.
know
not have
on.
this conversation, like me and you, about it? And I said, "Oh, I watched Love Island last night, and that stuck in my head."
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Someone gave me this advice.
I thought that was with the wabi sabi comment thing that I was talking about. I thought it was the same guy, but you're so right. It was Kieran Davies for Love Island. Sick.
You find inspiration in unexpected
Yeah.
places.
There you go.
I'm just confused on how I know what wabi sabi or whatever
Yeah,
is.
no, it's really nice.
Why do I know
I
that?
would like
I
someone
bet you have heard it
That's
from a
lovely.
TV show.
It's really nice.
While we're still laughing, so if you could be a flavour of crisp, what crisp would you be? And why? Alright, put this
You can go first because you keep making me go first.
I don't know what crisp I am, but I know what you are.
Right, here we go. What is it?
Pickled onion monster munch.
Why?
How do I think about this? Right, let me try and
choose
make it
your
right.
words wisely.
Oh, is that a threat? I'm terrified. Big. Well, that's a big foot. You've
I've got
got a big
big feet.
head.
I'm a size 2.5. I've not got big feet.
I'm trying to think. I can't think on the spot. I just know that you're a monster munch. Mini cheddar?
Mini cheddar.
Right.
The cheddar's cute though.
Well, I would go. What kind of crisps are like? Do you get any? Oh, party mix. You would be a party mix because you don't know what you're going to get next.
To be fair, I only said monster munch for her because she's the only person that I know that will willingly get into her car with a car full of people.
I love Monster Munch.
Make sure the windows are on some kind of lock setting so you can't open them. Crack open her monster munch and start scoffing them. And then
love
turns
Monster
round
Munch.
and breathes her onioniness all over you.
Oh my god, why are you outing me on this? That's horrible. I do like Monster Munch, but I would always buy a bottle of water with it.
You don't like monster munch. You love monster munch.
My gut's telling me Monster Munch is my safety food.
What does your head, heart and gut tell you? Aye, I'm a bit of a assorted. You didn't know what you're going to get.
Yup.
Aye.
So yeah, it's they like salt and vinegar ones that you put in. It's like you might get like a spiral, you might get like a circle. Yeah, you just don't know. Sometimes it's got slightly different flavours. And so salt and vinegar is also.
Poetic.
Alright, well, pickled onions, thanks.
Oh right.
What crisp would you be?
No idea. I've never thought about it.
Oh, see, this is youth work rule 101. If you give a question to a young person, you need to answer it yourself. There we go. Spotlight's on you. What crisp would you be?
Oh my god, I've no idea.
I think I'd be ribbon saucy knickknacks.
Oh, very specific.
Oh.
Just
Good
specifically
choice.
the ribbon saucy. Because the scampi and lemon are banging.
Yeah.
But I do want to be stinking of fish.
Yeah. Fair. Fair. And what about you?
Nothing's coming to mind. Like, I'm more of a popcorn person than I am a crisp person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of counts. I would
Yeah.
say, do you know the Oreo popcorn we had once?
Oh, that was so good.
That's you.
Oh, Oreo popcorn.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I don't think I would be an Oreo though.
I don't know, because sometimes you get like the
Sweet in the
nice
middle.
grey version of you, and then sometimes it's like the Oreo biscuit version of you.
Yep.
Don't want to get on that side of you.
I think sometimes I can be quite salty. Like, you know, like I can be quite
Yeah?
like I can be quite rich sometimes.
Sweet,
Or,
sweet and
quite,
salty
like,
popcorn.
like
That's
no, I was
yeah.
gonna say ready salted crisp, but like because we were talking.
Maybe
about
you could
crisp.
be the, what are they, salt and shake ones?
Oh, you
With the
see
wee
yeah.
sachet, so you're a wee something special.
Yeah, and you can choose.
Extra
It's
special.
to your own taste.
Yeah.
I
To
am
your own
special
taste.
in some ways, yes.
There you go.
Oh, I love that. That's nice.
And just lastly, it was just about like any advice you would give to someone who maybe wanted to get into a role like you guys, or like where would they start something like that? Do you know what I mean? Which is also a big question.
I would probably just tell someone, if you think you want to go for it, then just go for it.
Yeah.
If you feel like you've got something that you can offer, or that there's something, if there's a reason that you want to do that because it's for yourself, then do it. Because I didn't realise until I did it that this is what I needed to do.
Yeah.
And it helped me find my purpose. So I think that for anybody who was ever thinking that they wanted to go into something like this, just go for it. Don't worry about your experience. Don't worry about your qualifications. If you're so sure that you're ready to do it and you're so passionate about doing this kind of thing, then somebody will give you an opportunity. And, you know, put that life experience to use.
Yep.
And don't really stop until it takes over, until it takes off.
Yeah. I would say as well with this job, it's probably the one job where, of course, like experience, qualifications, all of that, it's in the background and it helps. But I think it's the one job where you could be hired if you truly have the passion to learn. I guess the willingness to accept that things aren't always going to go right, but when they go wrong, what can I learn from that? How can I be better? Like it's the one job where you can come in and if you can hit the ground running and accept that you want to be in this for the right reasons and it's to, I guess, learn and to be better, then you've got a good chance. Like, you just need good patter, to be honest. So I'd say, like, in interviews and that, in this type of role, make everything a conversation. Like, just, we're all people. And never take for granted how lucky you are to sit in front of a family or a young person, because, yeah, they don't, I mean, if somebody was to ask me to open my door to somebody and tell them their life story, like, I would find that really difficult. So, and just always remember that in the back of your mind, like, never take it for granted.
Yeah. I think I'll come back to what I was saying earlier, and it's just relax and trust your instincts.
Trust that gut.
Trust your gut. That's it.
Amazing, thank you guys.
No problem.
No problem. This has been nice.
Yeah,
This has been really good.
I know.
I know, I hope it's I've lost a hair and everything.
Oh, Abbey, didn't get started.
I'm turning into Jamie.
Is there anything you want to say before you go? Or are you...
I think obviously just so shortly going to be moving on from this. So just really to say that I'm grateful for everything that Clued Up's brought me, and that's from all the staff to the young people to the parents to the volunteers, anybody that I've ever crossed paths with in here. Like, it's been such an experience, and I wouldn't be moving on to where I'm going if it wasn't for what Clued Up's given me. So yeah, I've got a lot of respect for the place. I hope to still have some kind of involvement in the future. And yeah, I just want to wish everyone the very best, and just don't be a stranger. I still want everyone to stop and talk to me.
Yeah, definitely.
No, we're not just going to go like that. No.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk to
You
you.
better be coming
No,
back for the
definitely.
events and stuff.
Oh, I'll be coming back, don't you worry.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think just really similar for me. Like, it's been the most amazing 5 years. I think that Clued Up almost becomes part of who you are. So I feel, honestly, that I've refused to do this podcast for 3 weeks in case I cried. So I'm finally at a point where I'm accepting, and I think that it's a really good move. But I'm so grateful for everything that Clued Up's provided me with, and how it's allowed me to grow as a professional and personally. It's definitely made us kind of the workers that we are. And I'm so thankful for all the families and young people over the last 5 years. Like, genuinely remember every single one of them. So somebody once said to me, like, oh, you're not going to remember me in 5 years' time. And I thought, oh my God, yes, I will. Like,
Yeah, there's so many people that would be surprised.
yeah,
And then
definitely.
just the last thing as well, just well done to you both. Like,
Yeah.
watching your journeys through Clued Up have
I
both been
know.
amazing, and I think that you are an absolute inspiration. And
Yep.
to see you doing this, it kind of feels like the shoe's on the other foot now. So
Yeah.
it's really nice to be sitting and actually be doing something for yous. And
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
thanks.
Yeah.
Definitely. It
so
feels-
just keep going and trust your gut.
I know, you're
keep
doing
on with what
amazing.
yous are doing.
Definitely.
They're doing so
Just
well.
remember us when you're big and famous in podcasters and whatever.
I don't know if
Right.
we'd get so close to being famous, but that would be nice. That would be
Well,
nice.
reach high.
I'd like to
high.
be sitting in my mansion, you know. It's like,
No, definitely. But it's so lovely. And again, that's what makes Clued Up so special, is that however long you've been involved with Clued Up, like, we're still here at the other end now and yous are giving back. And it's really unique that a service allows that to happen as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
and
no.
everyone's appreciated everything you guys have done as well, and you're definitely gonna be missed.
I know,
So,
I'm grateful, especially for the laughs, genuinely.
I know.
Thanks for being my sponge target.
That's alright, don't you worry.
you'll come back next Power Youth Day for it. Just
I was going to say I'll be back at some point. Like, I will keep in touch. So,
Good.
but yeah, this has just been such a nice wee way to end the chapter.
yeah,
And
reflect.
I think it's this is, if anything, the podcast's been such a nice time to just reflect with yous, and just think about some of the moments that you forget,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or at least you just store them. somewhere in your head.
Yeah, it
Somewhere
helps unlock the
safe, yeah.
small wins and just realise how much Clued Up has helped us as individuals and celebrate all the successes over the years. So yeah,
No, but good.
definitely.
Thank you for doing this.
No,
for
Thank you
us.
so much.
No props.
These
Thanks
are
for
okay.
having
Thank
us.
you.
Well, that was a lot.
Yes. I am sweating and I am tired, but it was a lot of fun. It
A
was
lot
like
of
the kind of good thing that gave you a lot of adrenaline that made you want to jump up and down, which I did outside. Um, also, we want to mention that it is Women's History Month this month, and we um, filmed this podcast on the 9th of March, and International Women's Day was yesterday,
Yes.
the 8th of March. I just want to say, as women, as we are women, I don't know about Alana, but I am.
I think so.
Yeah. As women, we want to say you are inspiring, you are empowered, and anything you put your mind to, you can do it.
Yeah.
Like, you can be like us sitting here doing a podcast for an organization that has helped so many women and men over the years. You can do that. Anything you want to do, if you want to go and be a lawyer, if you want to play basketball, if you want to play football, you just go and do it, because it doesn't matter what other people think. Like, speak your mind, say what you want to say, and just be you.
Yep. Trust your gut. That's what Jamie was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Just
Not
trust
what
your-
Abbey said. Nothing like Love Island, where do not want to quote Love Island. But honestly, you are amazing, and you just need to keep thinking that you are,
Yep.
and then you can do whatever you want to do.
1,000%. There's power in making mistakes and learning from them, and there is power in loving yourself and trusting yourself and trusting the process. So you got this.
Yes, and we love you guys. Yeah, so we're gonna do a wee quote and affirmation. Affirmation. Yeah.
Affirmation.
Yeah. I would like to say, before I say my quote though, like, you could struggle day to day and stuff, but like this quote says, each time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all women. And this is said by Maya Angelou. Angelou. Something.
And just a wee affirmation for you guys. So I looked in the mirror this morning and I told myself that I acknowledge and I appreciate everything that I am capable of, every magical thing that I have done. And yeah, that's it. Just appreciate and acknowledge the things that you're capable of, all the magical things that you've done and that you will do, because you're unstoppable.
Yeah. And I know we're just talking, I know we've talked about women just there, but you men as well, like guys, boys, you guys are great, like, too, and you guys can talk about your feelings if you want to talk about your feelings. No one is going to stop you from being who you want to be. Trans people, any other kind of person or thing, whatever you feel about yourself, you can also do so many things. You can rule the world if you wanted to. You can go, just go, you know what? If there was an application to go and be the king or the queen or whatever, just go and do it. If you see that online, just go.
Own it. You are your own king or queen.
Yeah. And we love you guys. And we love you guys. We will see you next time. And yeah.
Thank you again for tuning in, and a big massive thank you to, again, Abbey and Jamie.
Abbey and Jamie, and we love you guys, Abbey and Jamie, and hopefully see you again soon.
Yep. Okay, thank you. Bye.